Welcome back to TechKidFX for another quant price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the quant chart, which at the time of this recording has lost a key area of support at around the $124.9 mark. We have also lost the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as resistance. We are also seeing the formation of a candlestick pattern that is in formation right here, which is this long wick to the lower side, which is an indication that the buyers are trying to get even stronger, and in case they get stronger, there are chances of seeing a break above the key area of resistance at around the $124.9 mark in a move that will be continuing to obey the Elliot wave structures, where I'm still expecting the start of an explosive move to the upper side in the formation of these larger Elliot wave Quant 3 to the upper side. And before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the quant chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership, and allow me to first give you a quick recap of what has been happening here on the quant chart, where you can see that after making a low at around the $94.4 mark, we started this 1-2 setup to the upper side, and after seeing the 1-2 setup, we started this Elliot wave structure where we have seen that first wave giving us a peak at around the $165.5 mark, and after seeing the high for that wave 1, we started a corrective structure in the formation of these larger Elliot wave Quant 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1. That gave me a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of that larger Elliot wave Quant 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78, which is a target area that lies between the $133.2 mark and the $115.1 mark, and it is within this red target area down here that I was expecting to see the low for these higher Elliot wave Quant 2, and you can see that we have seen a breakdown into that red target area in a move that gave us a low at around the $119.1 mark, and there are chances that that might be the low for that higher Elliot wave Quant 2, and if that is the case, then we can sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $219.3 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that higher Elliot wave Quant 3 to the upper side to do. That is assuming that Quant is not going to give us one more leg down in the formation of these higher Elliot wave Quant 2. And getting to the chart patterns that we have in formation, the first one is a candlestick pattern that is in formation right here, that is this long wick to the lower side, and this is an indication that the buyers are trying to get stronger and the sellers might not be in control anymore, and if that is the case, then there are chances that Quant might continue gearing up and see a break above our next key area of resistance at around the $124.9 mark, and in case we see that break above that key area of resistance, then I'll be expecting to see a retest and also see a break above the 20-day MA. Once the retest is a success, continue gearing up, and the moment we see a break above these highs that we made at around the $133.7 mark, then there are chances of getting to our next key area of resistance at around the $133.2 mark, and in case we also see a break above that other key area of resistance, then there are chances that Quant might be getting a little bit bullish, and that could be the start of the formation of that larger Elliot wave Quant 3 to the upper side. We also have another chart pattern that is in formation over here that could be suggesting another possible scenario to the lower side, and that chart pattern is a head and shoulders pattern, and if I draw it out, we can have these as the left shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern. Then we have seen the formation of the head, then the neckline, then the right shoulder is right here, and there are chances that in case this chart pattern is obeyed, this is a chart pattern that could give us a breakout to the lower side, having the minimum target area of the breakout being given by the height between the tops. So we can, that is the height between the head and the neckline, and we can get that height and then place it below the neckline, and that gives me a minimum target area back to the area at around the $113 mark, and that is the worst case scenario that we can expect here on the quant chart. But in case this candlestick pattern continues to be obeyed and the buyers get control of the market, see a break above the $124.9 mark, then there are chances that Quant might continue gearing up in the formation of that larger ADO12 Quant 3, and that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. And on the long-term scenarios, you can see that after making our bear market low at around the $40.1 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upside, obeying the ADO12 structures, where I have this ADO12 structure in blue having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $229 mark, and also completing the formation of a larger ADO12 Quant 1 to the upside. And after seeing the formation of a larger ADO12 Quant 2, I was expecting a corrective structure in the formation of that larger ADO12 Quant 2, which also fully maximized our target areas to the lower side and also gave us a low at around the $94.4 mark. And there are chances that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of an explosive move to the upper side in the formation of a larger ADO12 Quant 3 and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the Fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the Fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $395.5 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Quant to do on the long-term scenarios. And also taking a look at the indicators, on the RSI we are trading at around the 49 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in case a Quant continues to gear up. But in case the breakdown continues, that move still be supported on the RSI. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bearish cross, fully supporting a breakdown to the lower side. But in case we see a reversal over here, then that will be fully supporting the formation of that larger ADO12 Quant 3. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.